Hey folks, this is Sam once again, and sort of a weird video. I don't know how this video will pan out, but it's one of those things that I made a post on my Facebook where pretty much in the future I just really want to do older reviews, reviews for older films, uh, maybe video game playthroughs, maybe talk about wrestling, watch all the old pay-per-views, maybe find films that I'm genuinely interested in, because that's where I'm at a period in my life where I just want to see films that I'm honestly interested in, not because all these five people tell you to or these other people should say you should. Uh, and the newer films that come out, I have zero interest in them. Whether it be the Star Wars The Force Awakens, whether it be Creed, whether it be Independence Day 2, Super CHUDs 2, Back to School, or fucking Ghostbusters reboot, Star Trek Beyond, Taste. I don't care about any of those movies. I don't care about anything about that. I saw trailers to them. Well, Turtles 2, it was a fucking ad on a YouTube video, so I'm like, okay. And wow, nothing about it surprised me. It was exactly what I thought it was. But the reason being that I don't want to do movies anymore, because first off, in the past I always did that, right? I always did. I'm not going to see it, and then a lot of people are asking me about it, then I see it. And again, at this point, I just have so little time, and I have so many books, older movies, video games that I want to play, and life is so short. I'd rather be, again, stuff that you're honestly interested in. And the whole 2 minutes is to come about with, I hate the way movies are nowadays. And that's not even to say that I hate every movie that comes out. I mean, I'll probably do like a best and worst of 2015. And there are films this year I enjoyed. I enjoyed The Final Girls, The Kingsman Secret Service, Digging Up the Marrow. I did enjoy Ant-Man, a movie that, well, a 30-minute, I would call it a movie that was on YouTube called Kung Fury. I didn't mind Spy. I didn't mind. It Follows has problems. I don't love it, but I liked it okay. I enjoyed Deathgasm. Krampus. It's not playing around here, so I'll check it out, I guess, when it... I live in a small town in Iowa. They're not showing that. So I'll see it maybe when it comes on video, because I'm curious about that. The trailer interested me, Krampus. But the mainstream, for the most part, they're all films I don't care about because of this nostalgia trend, which I'm fucking sick and tired of. I'm sick to death of this nostalgia trend, and people are like, what are you talking about? Fuck nostalgia. Because you know what? I can watch the real nostalgia. I can watch the real shit in my home. On my TV, my Blu-ray, my DVD player. And this is not being angry to anyone who asked me. It's cool that people actually want to hear my opinion. I don't know why they care to hear my opinion, but I told people, I'm like, I'm not interested in these new movies. I'm not interested in new Star Wars, especially after stuff I've heard about it. I'm not interested in Creed, especially after stuff I've heard about it. And not only because nostalgia trend, I even told them, hey, if you want to pay me, I'll see it. Because I don't want to waste 2.5 hours of my life on that. I really don't. It's okay to waste, maybe 20 minutes or so, how long this video is, 25 minutes, but 2.5 hours on watching a movie and then reviewing the film and then converting it and uploading it. I'm like, I'm not wasting my time on that. Because people are like, well, you can't judge until you see it. Yeah, I can, because I'm doing it right now. So I already did it. So I can because I want to. And because people keep asking about it. And again, it's just this nostalgia trend of, let's take everything in the past and let's repackage it in a tiny bow, and then, no, that's not a bigger bow. No, a bigger bow. No, a shinier bow. Now it's got glitter. Now it's got sparkles. Now it's got crystals and diamonds and rubies and all this shit. So it looks great sometimes. And then sometimes it looks like shit, like Super CHUDs. They're like, oh, look, oh, it's new again. I'm like, no, it's not the same fucking thing, only it's shittier. Or it's more shitty, or it's actually shitty. And they keep doing this. And it's a trend that makes me not give a fuck about movies. Newer movies today. It's one thing to search out a film that went straight to DVD that's not a remake, or reboot, fucking shit. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I'm not saying it's going to be original. No films are original, but I'm tired of this nostalgia kickback. I'm like, I kicked ass. I'm busting heads right through the fucking door, which is what I usually do. Terminator. Hey, remember Terminator? Bring that shit back. And then let's rip off scenes from Terminator 2 and we'll do all this in Terminator Geneshits. Hey, Jurassic World, you remember the first one? Let's remake it, but then we change this, this, and this, and it's a rebooted. Biggest film ever at the time. Hey, you remember Ninja Turtles? Let's repackage it, and then there you go. Hey, you remember Creed? Let's take Rocky 1, Rocky 5, and Rocky Balboa, put them together, and people go, well, Matt, it has good reviews. I'm like, so did Dark Knight Rises, Jurassic World, and Avatar, and I didn't like those movies either. Granted, Avatar is not a reboot of anything, although if you looked at it, it's sort of Dance with Wolves versus, meets Ferngully, but, that wasn't a remake, so Avatar, I only bring that up because it was a film that was very popular, it has a lot of good reviews, and lo and behold, I saw it, I didn't like it. And this isn't even a time of, well, you just hate it because it's popular, or you're not interested. What about Ant-Man? A lot of people like that film, so did I. What about The Shawshank Redemption and Justice for All with Al Pacino, Goodfellas, 127 Hours with James Franco. Gravity actually got a lot of good reviews from critics and was a Best Picture nominee, and that's a film I loved. That could go on. Go to Al Pacino's Heat, Michael Mann's Heat, and Collateral. There's a lot of movies. Forrest Gump. A lot of movies that were hailed that I enjoy as well, so it's not even that. Drive with Ryan Gosling. That's a film that my first time I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, wow, this is, the more I think about this, is really cool. Of course, then people say, well, the difference is you saw those, and some of these you haven't seen, and some of these, yeah, because of the shit I have seen so far. From Super CHUDs, a new Terminator, a new Jurassic World, a new this. Let's bring back Universal Soldier, and regeneration and data raping. Let's bring back this. Let's bring back that. We don't bring back Independence Day 2. We don't bring Total Recall remake, Robocop remake, Red Dawn remake. I'm like, I saw those and they sucked. The Thing Prequel, which was pretty much a fucking remake. That's another thing they do. Not all the time. Again, it doesn't matter if it's the same or different. Well, maybe I'm gonna scratch that. When it's the same, I'm like, that's lazy shit. And if it's different, let it be good shit. And of course, what does that mean? Well, it's all perspective. It's all a matter of perspective. That's what every fucking review is. So technically, every review, including mine, is useless because you take either the information you hear and see and make your own opinion, like when you're voting for the president, you're like, I'm going to take the information, I'm going to make my own opinion. Or you see and you go, hey, this shit sucked. There's no right or wrong answer. That's why it's called opinions. Every review is an opinion, not a fact. But, people tend to forget that. So I know I'm going all over the place because this is a topic that I can't really finite, narrow margin on it. It's because it's a reason why I don't want to review and don't want to see and don't want to waste my money because I have this much money anyway. I don't want to waste it on a film that doesn't interest me. I've done that before, and there is no winner. It's just losers. I lose because I wasted my time and my money. I don't want to see it on a download because I'm wasting my time and the rest of my computer getting killed by a virus. I just prefer the older films. That's just the way I've been when I started this channel. That's what I was going to do. And then it's like, oh, I gotta see this new film even though I have no interest in it. And it's just... this nostalgia trend just bugs the shit out of me too. It's a different reason. It's not just one reason. That's why I'm going all over the place. It's like 50 reasons bumbling in my head trying to go out the front door at the same time so everything gets stuck and some get through. So it's the fact that just A lot of the newer films just don't interest me, and the films I've seen that didn't interest me, lo and behold, I didn't care for them when I did see them. And it's just all this bring back from the past to dust it off and put it in a nice tiny bowl, but when you open it, it's a bunch of shit in it and garbage. And I don't like the stink. It stinks. Creed. I'm like, I don't care about Creed, because if I want to see Rocky 1, Rocky 5, Rocky Balboa, I watch these movies. Because I can just watch them. I don't need to see a fucking remake. Super CHUDs. I saw the first one as a piece of shit. I just sit my ass down and watch this, which is a better movie. Let alone a stupid sequel. Well, I'll watch this. I just watch that. Fuck nostalgia. I got the real nostalgia right here. Oh, Total Recall. I'll just watch this where Arnold shoots Sharon Stone in the face and says, you know, while he's considering a divorce. Fuck Robocop. I'll just watch Robocop. Kicking ass and taking names. Now fuck a Ghostbusters reboot. Now, oh, it's because it's women. I don't give a fuck if they had dicks. You still don't need a reboot of this, because this works fucking perfectly fine, even like the sequel. Sometimes it's good to leave shit alone. Because you know what? Fuck the Ghostbusters reboot. Why? I could just watch this at home. Stop with the nostalgia train shit. Independence Day 2. Yeah, it looks like Michael Bay lit the fucking film, and looks like the 50 other fucking alien invasion movies we've seen, from Transformers films like Transformers 3, The Skyline, Battle Los Angeles, War of the Worlds remade, the 50 Things on the Sci-Fi Channel, even Man of Steel and Avengers had alien invasions. What the fuck are you gonna do differently? Oh, we got bigger ships. Yeah? More like you're taking a bigger ship. I'll just watch this fucking movie. I don't need to watch another Independence Day. It's an unneeded sequel. I just get tired of it. New Terminator. I'm like, you know what? It's just fucking a shitty version of T2. Great, which you also wiped out. It's like Star Trek. Oh, great, it's a reboot. Well, it's kind of a prequel, but no, it's a fucking redo. Star Trek Into Darkness. I don't need to see a remake of Star Trek 2: The Wrath of Khan. I got Star Trek 2: Wrath of Khan. I can put it in my fucking DVD player and watch it. Star Trek Beyond Taste, what? So what? It's a remake of Star Trek Insurrection. I didn't fucking like that movie either. I don't give a fuck about Star Trek Beyond. I like Beastie Boys, but I don't need to hear it in a fucking trailer. Again, I'm going all over the place. So I'm tired of this sampling of, you remember the past? You like the past? You remember the past? You like the past? Here's the past again! Let's remake it, reboot it, refuck it, reshit it, re-rape it, and here you go. And I'm like, I'm not interested in it. I've seen so much shit. Well, why don't you give it a chance? Yeah, I gave Robocop a chance, and the cock was in my ass by the end of it. I gave Red Dawn a chance, and instead I was called Yawn. I gave fucking Total Recall a chance, and my eyes were blinded from a fucking lens flares, 50 of them. That's why I wear fucking glasses now. New prescription because of it. I saw Super CHUDs, and I feel like I got a fucking half shell ripped up my ass until it blew into a full shell and pulled it out of my ass, and the gaping hole when I looked in is part 2. Bebop and Rocksteady, great. I don't give a fuck about them. It's fucking Sheamus, the fucking albino from WWE, which is another shitty organization now, just like movie studios today. That's why I'm fucking going to go back and watch the old pay-per-views and maybe review them. Because I'm interested in that. I'm not interested in the movies coming out. And like so many people said to me in the past, if you're not interested in them, then why don't you not watch them? That's a good fucking idea. I'm going to take your advice. So, bottom line, I'm only going to watch them if someone pays me. And I'm sure someone's going to make some conspiracy theory of, oh, you're just doing this to get paid. No, because no one's going to fucking do that because everyone's poor. Everyone's poor in America, and that's actually the truth. So, since that's never going to happen, I'm never going to see it, because if I was interested in the movie, that's one thing. But if I'm not interested, then I just don't give a fuck. And then people are like, well, why are you making this video? Because people keep asking me, and on one hand, it's really cool that they're asking me, because they actually give a shit what I have to think. But this is sort of my answer of, I don't care about the new films. You know, if you see a review of a new film, it's because I was actually honestly interested in it. For 5 years, I've given things a chance. I gave the Expendables sequels a chance. I got fucked in the ass. I gave a lot of remakes a chance. Yeah, once in a blue moon. If I see a trailer that interests me, cool. Well, what if the trailer lied? Well, you know what? That's a rare occurrence. World War Z, Painting Dan, I'll give you that. But 50 other trailers I can name. Again, this is all over the place, so it's not a consistent thing. This is like me going here, and then going back, and then going forward 50 steps, then, hey, let me retrace these other 50 steps that I skipped. It's just, again, sort of this bubble is making my brain explode and just unleashing it in this pantheon of words that people can barely understand. They need a fucking scientist to decode it to what the hell I'm saying. And yeah, it's just it's like a computer virus infesting my brain, and now it's just leaking out of my ears like fucking Play-Doh. It's just one of those things that I look at films today and I'm like, okay, yeah, if I'm interested in a movie, what seems redundant is like, no shit Sherlock dialogue, but sometimes you have to say no shit Sherlock dialogue to get it out there, because sometimes you have to say the obvious for it to become reality. Sometimes you have to do it. And it's just, I look at Independence Day 2 and I'm like, okay, it looks like a Michael Bay movie, and same shit, different day. Batman, Superman, I'm like, you know what? I didn't like Man of Steel. I didn't like Nolan's Batman films. I'll just watch the older stuff. I'm fine with that. I don't need to fucking see Zod's Day. I don't need to see Civil War, hero versus hero. I'm like, you know. That one I'm like, just, that's a different matter. The concept doesn't interest me. But it's mainly the nostalgia, rebate, reheated resale that I'm tired of. You know, again, Creed. Hey, it's a guy, and he's down in the dumps, and he wants to be a boxer, and a champion, gives him 1,000,000 to one shot, and he goes the distance. He loses, but he wins the distance. And in between that, he falls in love. And then you have an older guy training him. And I'm like, oh, great, so you mean like Rocky 1? Or even Rocky 2? Oh, but, you know, it's Rocky training him. I'm like, great, so it's Rocky 5. Oh, but it's Rocky being known, so it's Rocky Balboa. I've seen the shit already. I can just watch them. Again, and again, and again. I can watch Robocop and the sequel. I don't need the remake. I don't need Lens Flare the movie. I can watch this movie. I don't need a reboot of Ghostbusters. I'm just tired of this nostalgia shit coming back in full force. And it's going into TV shows. Hey, you remember this? Let's put it in a TV show. Let's put it into a movie. People know that's not a new thing. It seems like a thing that is just ballooned to its maximum effort. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now you don't get one almost every fucking year of some type. I get tired of this reboot shit. I get tired of this remake shit. Texas Chainsaw 3D. And now they're going to do another one, which is pretty much a fucking remake of The Devil's Rejects from the sounds of it. Leatherface. We're going to do a fucking Friday the 13th reboot. I'm like, you just did a reboot. Why don't you do a sequel? No, we got to do another reboot. Oh, we did an Elm Street remake. Oh, now we want to do another remake. And then maybe have CGI Freddy. Maybe not have CGI Freddy. Maybe Robert Englund's in it. No, he said he's not going to be in it. Why are you remaking it again? You just remade it the first time. It fucking sucked. It was mostly the same goddamn movie, only you turned it into a shitty version. And that's the point. I'm tired of these fucking shit. Ghostbusters. Hey, but they're wings. No. They're fucking farts in the wind, and I'm tired of the smell. I'm tired of the shit. I'm tired of wasting my fucking time with it. Give it a chance. No. You give me money, I'll give a chance. But, you know, I don't want to turn this to, oh, pay me. No, that's not what it's about. I just say that because that's really I'm being honest. If you're not honest, then what the fuck's the point? And the bottom line is, I'm not interested in any of these films coming out. Because I'm like, I've seen this shit. Back in 1993, it was called Jurassic Park. Fuck Jurassic World. It was to me, in my opinion, that's what every video I do is my opinion. It's a shitty movie. And mainly, the main reason this video popped in my head was because what I heard about this new Star Wars movie. And so I'm just, you know, no matter what I say, I could talk for 20 more minutes. I don't even know if I'll upload this video because I'm sure people won't even decipher what the fuck this video is about. It's mainly just screw nostalgia. I could watch the real nostalgia. I could watch the real fucking thing. If I want nostalgia, I'll watch the real thing. I don't need a Hard Target 2 that has nothing to do with the first one. I'll just watch the first one. No, we can't have a fucking good special edition of the first movie, or take the full uncut version. Hell, take the fucking version I edited and my fan edit, make that fucking HD. But no, we gotta spend the money on Hard Target 2. We gotta do all these fucking remakes and reboots, and then it's a new film, but it's pretty much a fucking remake, like Jurassic World or other movies. Or we just take it and completely shove a fucking pine cone up his ass to try to make it smell better when it doesn't, like the Super CHUDs movie. Let's take a couple movies, make it into one, and call it a day, like Creed. Fuck Creed. The only Creed I'll do is the fucking band Creed. Independence Day fuck that movie. Oh, Jeff Goldblum's back. Yeah, you know what? I did see Jeff Goldblum in the original film, in which I'm sure he'll have more to do. And then the end of Star Trek Beyond, I mean, I didn't like the fucking, from the get-go. Star Wars The Force Awakens, and it's funny, I said this on the Sausage Factory, but I just popped on my YouTube, and someone, like, their whole username and their avatar was a big spoiler for the film. I'm like, okay, so I already know that now. And I'm like, well, since I know that, just gathering all the information I've heard and seen, so spoilers. I know people get mad at that when I don't say spoilers, because I figure every video I've done is a spoiler of something. My reviews are like 30, 20, 40 minutes long. If it's that long, there's going to be a spoiler. It just, to me, made sense. But just to be fair to people, it's the last thing I'm going to end it on. So if you don't want to watch anymore, the video's done. Spoilers on Star Wars The Force Awakens. Spoilers. Big spoilers on Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm saying spoilers a couple more times so that, you know, I'm not here to fuck over people. I'm not here to fuck with people. I'm just here doing my opinion. And people are like, well, it's not fair, you haven't seen it. Then you know what? Then I don't care about being fair at this point in my life. I don't care about being fair. Well, then don't take me seriously. No one takes me seriously. No one's taking me seriously in 5 years, and if it's 10 more years not being taken seriously, I don't care. I'm not some fucking... I don't care. This is YouTube, a hobby. This ain't a fucking job. This ain't something to get to, you know, to steal a line from a movie. Why so serious? I don't give a shit. But I do, you know, I'm not going to fuck over people on that. So, Star Wars The Force Awakens spoilers. Okay? Here we go. I don't give a shit about a movie that is pretty much a remake of this fucking movie. And that's what it sounds like. From all the information, and then I watch clips, and I see stuff, reviews, and stuff my friends have said. It's a remake of this fucking movie. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I have a DVD-R, the despecialized version of this. I'll just watch this fucking movie. Or I'll pop this in my VCR and watch this fucking movie. Well, what are you talking about? Opening crawl where the Empire is back and things are gone to the shitter. I'm like, wow, that's fucking great. So I guess this fucking movie was fucking pointless. Because now we're already back in this shitter before A New Hope, the remake, fucking happens. I don't need to see a remake of this. I already saw it. It's this. That's what I'm talking about, the nostalgia. It's reboot, remake, backdoor reboot, backdoor fucking shit, where it's repackaged to a pretty bow. I'm sure the new film has pretty visuals. I've seen it in the trailer, but you know what? At this point in my life, pretty visuals, I don't give a shit about. Because when you have a humongous hundreds of millions of dollar budget in 2015, almost 2016, then you should look fucking good. There are movies who cost half that much and look fucking good. So just because you look fucking good, I can't give the golf clap unless you had like a $20 million budget, but you made it look like $100 million. I'm like, I'll give you a golf clap. No, not with this. I'm sure it looks pretty, but so what? I need more than that at this point in my life. Well, what about this movie? What about this movie? Hey, isn't the whole thing is that you're supposed to judge each movie on its own merit? But, you know, if a film is a fucking remake of this, and then I know, again, people are like, well, you can't, you haven't seen it, you haven't judged it. Well, you know what? When I hear that the movie, oh, well, the Empire is fucking up shit already before the movie even starts, so I'm like, wow, Return of the Jedi didn't fucking matter. Or, what, how many years apiece do they have? 10? Did they make it to 20? Did they make it to 20 years, and in the past 10 years has been shit? Did they... And then people don't even think that these films happen. They're a myth. I thought it was just a myth. I'm like, what? So that'd be like if nowadays people said Vietnam was a myth? Why? Well, it happened 30 years ago. It was not that fucking long ago. Yeah, they were a myth. I'm like, again, it's like, yeah, Vietnam was a myth. See how stupid that sounds? That's what I'm talking about. It sounds fucking stupid. So the Empire has a fucking Death Star, only this time it's bigger. Wow, so it's like the first and Return of the Jedi. They got some info, they put it to a droid who escapes and lands on a fucking desert planet. Oh, you mean like this movie? And then you have a lead person who kind of wants to get the fuck out of there, is living kind of a shitty life in the middle of nowhere on a desert planet. Oh, you mean like Luke? And then meets up with the droid, gotta get this to the rebels, you mean just like this film? And then has a sidekick and an old guy who tells them about the Force. Only instead of Han Solo the sidekick and Obi-Wan telling the Force, it's this, what's the guy's name? Finn being the sidekick, and the old man is Han Solo talk about the Force. And then the whole thing is to get to the rebels after a massacre. I'm like, you mean like the massacre of Luke's relatives in this movie? And then we gotta go up in the Millennium Falcon, and we gotta fuck up the shields to the big Death Star. I'm like, you mean like they did in this movie? Fuck up the shields for the Death Star? Only it's a bigger Death Star. It's just bigger. Like my dick. Just bigger. It's like people made fun of Godzilla 1998. Bigger ain't always better. They're kind of right. They're right. If it's too big, it'll hurt. And then the person, again, big spoilers. I said big spoilers. The old man who told him about the Force gets killed. Instead of Ben Kenobi, it's Han Solo. And the person who killed them is a family member to a hero. So instead of being Luke Skywalker's father, it's Han Solo's kid, who I heard is a whiny bitch. He doesn't love me. With his fucking stupid broadsword that I thought looked stupid in the fucking trailer, and I don't give a fuck about it. I thought it looked fucking stupid. Give me the glaive from Krull anytime. I'll throw it at his face, knock his fucking head off. I want the glaive from Krull, just knock his fucking head off. If I had the glaive from Krull, then I'd be okay. What, they want to make a Krull 2 and then it's just a remake of the first movie? They want to make a Willow 2, but it's just a remake of the first movie. They made Howard the Duck 2, but it's only a remake of the first movie. So instead of Ben Kenobi dying, it's Han Solo dying with a lightsaber, and I heard that, and then that was really for nothing. So we're great. Han Solo dies for nothing. Great. I know I shouldn't be surprised because Harrison Ford's like, oh, I want to die. I want to die. I want to die. Then you know what? Fuck you, Harrison. Don't do the fucking movie because I don't want to see Han die. I never wanted to see him die. Just have him say he disappeared and we can imagine he's fucking a woman, an alien woman like Chris Pratt in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't need to see Han Solo die. I'm like, wow, that's fucking great. Oh, Leia, what did she do? She doesn't do jack shit. For some reason, she's a general, even though she was a princess. Shouldn't she be queen? Well, you know what? Shit happens. And then, and I don't give a fuck about that BB-8 droid. Anytime I say the name, I think of the fucking robot in Deadly Friend. I'm like, you know what? I'd rather see that fucking robot in the movie. That BB-8 with his fucking beach ball running down the fucking hill. Great. They take notes from Dark Star, which had another fucking beach ball. Is it a bomb that's going to explode? I don't give a fuck about that robot. I never cared about what it looked like. It's like got the head of R2-D2, but it's got a fucking body of dumb DeLuise. I don't give a shit about that. Okay? Fuck the beach ball. Kick it in a fucking field goal. Never care for the design anytime I looked at it. I'm like, it looked fucking stupid, in my opinion. You don't have to agree. This is not a video that you gotta agree with my points. This is a video of me sharing my thoughts and my opinion. You haven't seen it yet. I don't care, because I don't need to see a remake of this movie only with some 2015 visuals paint job. Instead of this guy dying, it's this guy dying. This is the old man who knows about the Force. And then this fucking girl, lead, knows about the Force for 5 minutes, but apparently she didn't do 50 fucking things. She could do a Jedi mind trick, she could flip around, she could beat up the bad guy. That'd be like if Luke Skywalker in the first movie had a fight and whipped Vader's ass in 5 minutes. That wouldn't make sense. People would be like, what the fuck's this shit? What is she, Alice from fucking Resident Evil? I mean, hell, Alice had Jedi mind powers by the time we got to Extinction. Great, we got another Alice? Fucking fanfiction Mary Sue character? Oh, I'm sure she's probably the daughter of Luke Skywalker. That's the whole point of it. Or she's maybe the brother of Kylo Ren, the fucking bad guy. It's the same shit, different day. And this comes from a guy that I don't even like the fucking prequels. I like the original versions of these films. I like them. I didn't love them. They were not films that changed my childhood. Me, I was watching Aliens and Predator 2 and Bloodsport and Cobra and Rambo 2. Those are the films that were changing my childhood, not these. But I do like these films. I like this stuff. But again, it's just, even I'm going, why the fuck do I want to see a remake of this? And then Luke Skywalker, cool, I want to see his story. Well, he's only in it for about 1 minute and 30 seconds long, just to stare. Wow, this fucking great, no wonder he's not in any of the promotion. And Han Solo dies like a bitch. Oh, he doesn't die like a bitch. To me, getting killed, and then someone showed me the picture, that was this part of the spoiler, looks like he took a shit in his pants in his picture, getting stabbed, pretty much like I know, Obi-Wan disappeared into thin air. Because he knows the Force, but it's pretty much death from the villain, the wannabe Darth Vader, and a lightsaber was involved. So it's the same fucking shit. I don't need to see a remake of this movie. Because I can see this movie at home for free. Not paying 10, 15, 20 bucks that I'll never get back to watch a 2-hour, 2.5-hour movie and then do all the other shit and waste my fucking time and my money on a remake of this. And then to see Han Solo, a character I like, die, which I didn't want to fucking see die. And then Luke is only in it for 1 minute and 30 seconds. Well, the new characters, I never gave a fuck to see new characters in Star Wars. I really didn't. A friend of mine said the best. They should have just made sequels in like 88 or 1990 or 93 or maybe even 97 instead of the stupid special editions. But no. They're too old. I know they're too old to do shit. That's what, again, why I was never interested in Star Wars Episode 7 to begin with, which is why I never wanted to see it to begin with, and that's why I'm not seeing it to begin with. Because the bottom line, people say, well, just don't see it. You're right, I'm not seeing it. I did talk about it. This is my channel, my video, but again, it goes back to my point of I'm tired of this nostalgia trend. I'm tired of the nostalgia shit. Star Trek, Star Wars, Independence Day, Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Ninja Turtles. Yes, even Ninja Turtles, just fuck that movie, and fuck the sequel, and fuck that shit coming out. Even fuck the new cartoon, just Raphael's a fucking pussy in there. Fuck this, not fuck this, but fuck this fucking shit. I mean, think about it, we're in 2015, and this is the shit that we're seeing. We're seeing all this shit again. That's all we're doing. We're seeing all this shit again. That's all we're seeing. New this. I'm fucking tired of it. And this is, again, why I'm not seeing newer films nowadays. Because I'm tired of the bullshit. And why do they keep doing it? Because they get your money. And they're not getting my money anymore. And to be frank, I don't even want them to get my time anymore. And that's why I said, I'm not seeing these fucking movies unless I'm paid for it. And I'm not, believe me, I'm not expecting that. And really don't want that because I feel like an asshole. So bottom line, I don't care about these fucking nostalgia shit. Again, fuck nostalgia. I can watch the real goddamn thing at home. And this world of the digital where everything's at your fingertips, every movie is at your fingertips, there are literally thousands and thousands and thousands of movies that I still haven't seen. What's that China O'Brien movie back in the day? Cynthia Rothrock. I haven't seen that. Is that a remake, reboot, nostalgia shit? Let me go check that out. And thousands more. I really spend my time looking at that, reviewing that, thinking of that. Yeah, if I do a movie and if I remember a, a, the newer version of it, that's fine. But it's not that, well, every single... That's just this trend that just makes me really hate the way movies are nowadays. And again, I know people are like, well, you haven't seen it yet. Because I saw the Thing Prequel. I saw Jurassic World. I saw the new Terminator. And you know what? I can actually... It's like a book. When you read a book, you're not seeing it, you're reading it. And you're like, is this book bad or is this book good? And all you did to get that information is from reading it. So if I read and look and do my research, which I did, because I'm like, this is really a remake? Because the videos I saw were more entertaining than anything I would see in theaters. I'm like, and that's another thing, like, with the advent of YouTube, I'm like, YouTube videos are more entertaining and free and takes less time, because if you see a video for 5 minutes, it took a lot less time than going to a theater to pay 20 bucks or 15 bucks to see a 2.5-hour movie. So anyway, I'll end it here because, again, I don't even know if I'll upload this video because it's just a stream of consciousness just erupting, and I'm sure no one will understand it, but just is sort of an unleashing. Unleashing the fury, I guess. Maybe that's what I'll call it. Nostalgia sucks. Unleashing the fury. I'm just tired of this trend. And this is where I step off. This is where I get off the ride. I get off the fucking wild, wild, crazy ride. I get off the roller coaster. I get off the Mr. Toad's wild ride of shit. And I'm like, you know what? I just want to go into movies that I'm honestly, truly interested in. And these newer films that are mainstream and get overhyped or overrated or overpraised or over this, and it's just this nostalgia trend I'm tired of. I'm just tired of it. I mean, it's a wonder when I look at my top 10, and a lot of them are films that are not... I mean, I look at my top 10, I'm like, Kung Fury, which is not a sequel or remake or reboot. I look at... Yeah, I'll admit Age of Ultron, which I know right then and there people are like, oh, but... Hey, it's my opinion. Skin Trade, Everly, Digging Up the Marrow, Unfriended, CHUDs, Teensman the Secret Service, The Final Girls, Deathgasm, Spy, It Follows, some documentaries. And the things I hated were stuff like Terminator Genesis, and Jurassic World, and Tremors 5, and Hot Tub Time Machine 2, and Taken 3, and Poltergeist Remake. Mammoth Fury Road I thought was okay, but again, I'm like, it's the Road Warrior. That's all it is. It's the fucking last scene of the Road Warrior stretched out to 2 hours. That's why I think it's just okay. I'm like, you know what? I could just watch the Road Warrior. That's why I'll never buy Mammoth Fury Road. I'm like, it's the Road Warrior. It's the ending of the Road Warrior. I'll just go watch the Road Warrior. Furious 7, I'll just go watch the other sequels because they're better. It's like same shit, different day. Riddick. I didn't like Riddick because it was fucking pitch black again. So I hated Riddick. I'm like, it's a shitty version of Pitch Black. Again, it's a common theme with a lot of things. Granted, Super CHUDs And it just was different, but that's like different as in CHUD 2 was different from CHUD 1, and CHUD 2 is a piece of shit. That's as different as trauma films are different from the general population. And I hate trauma. But anyway, I'm going off. Okay, I'll end it here. Fuck nostalgia. I'm tired of the shit. I watched the real nostalgia. And so yeah, if you're wondering why I'm not seeing any of the newer films reviewing them, I'll just point them to this video. And that'll be my answer. So, there you go. Yeah, I'm not mad at anyone for asking me. It's cool that people want to hear my opinion. I just, yeah, the way movies are nowadays are just not for me. I'll go back to the past. I'll go back and stick in the past. You're just stuck in the past. You know what? I'm glad for that. People say that as if it's a... That's actually a compliment to me. I'm like, you know what? You're right. I do. And I'll be right here. I'll hang back with my buddies. Aliens, Predator 2, and The Running Man. You know, I'll be with that company. This movie, I mean, the rest of it. You know, I'm again. Why do I want to see a remake of this? I can just see the fucking actual movie. I'm sure people get pissed at me, and that's okay. People get pissed at me if I do nothing. So I might as well do something to get people pissed at me about. Because again, I could do nothing and say nothing and people get pissed at me. But hey, at least now I've done something that people get pissed at me about. So at least there's a reason. But it's just me stating my opinion. You're not right or wrong for thinking whatever you want. It's just, again, my answer to this trend. I'm tired of nostalgia shit. Fuck nostalgia. Just nostalgia sucks.